They say art has no borders, and in the case of anime, that couldn't be more true. What started as a niche animation style in Japan has grown into a worldwide phenomenon, blending art, culture, and storytelling to captivate millions across the globe. Today, we'll take you on a journey through anime's rich history, from its earliest roots in Japan to its powerful influence on global media and culture. You'll see how anime evolved, crossed continents, and why it's become a cultural force that resonates far beyond its birthplace. To understand anime's global impact, we first need to look back at its roots. Anime's origins trace back to traditional Japanese art, with styles like ukiyo-e, a genre of woodblock prints that influenced the bold, expressive visuals anime would later become known for. But it was in the 20th century, as Japan engaged with Western media, that early animators began exploring new forms of storytelling. One figure stands out as a pioneer: Osamu Tezuka, often called the god of manga. In the 1960s, Tezuka created Astro Boy, introducing a style inspired by Disney animation, with expressive eyes and fluid motion. This style set the foundation for what would become known as the anime look. Astro Boy's success opened the door to genre diversification, paving the way for more sci-fi, action, and adventure stories. And before Astro Boy, there were other early works, like Namakura Gatana in 1917, one of Japan's earliest animations. These foundational pieces helped establish anime's identity, blending Japanese storytelling with unique animation techniques. As Astro Boy aired in Japan, anime began to gain traction, especially post-World War II, when a rebuilding Japan sought new cultural forms. From these early innovations, anime began to expand in style, setting the stage for its eventual reach far beyond Japan. From its early days, anime didn't stay confined to one look or genre. It evolved, shaping itself to match the changing tastes and interests of its audience. The 1970s and 80s marked a pivotal time for anime as genres began to diversify rapidly. One of the most notable was the mecha genre, brought to life by iconic series like Mobile Suit Gundam. This genre introduced audiences to intricate storytelling and morally complex characters, set against futuristic backdrops. Then came the cyberpunk revolution in the 80s, with films like Akira pushing the boundaries of anime's visual and thematic style. Akira wasn't just a sci-fi story, it was a cultural moment that showcased anime's ability to tackle deep, often dark themes, reflecting societal concerns about technology and identity. Around this time, the magical girl genre also took shape, with shows like Sailor Moon blending fantasy and empowerment, capturing the hearts of young audiences worldwide. During these decades, influential studios emerged as well. Studio Ghibli, Toei Animation, and Madhouse, among others, became powerhouses, each bringing unique visions and high-quality production to the table. With films like My Neighbor Totoro and Grave of the Fireflies, Studio Ghibli redefined what anime could be, balancing fantasy with emotional depth. This era of growth in style and substance cemented anime's place in Japan and planted the seeds for its worldwide appeal. Whether it was through giant robots, philosophical sci-fi, or magical transformations, anime began to show the world that it could be much more than just cartoons. Anime is more than just entertainment in Japan. It's a reflection of the society that creates it. Throughout its history, anime has captured Japan's hopes, fears, and dreams, often mirroring the nation's shifting economic and social landscape. Take Neon Genesis Evangelion, for instance. Released in the 90s during a time of economic uncertainty in Japan, the series dives into themes of loneliness, self-doubt, and the weight of expectations. It resonated deeply with audiences, portraying an honest reflection of the struggles many felt during that era. On a different note, Grave of the Fireflies tells a heartbreaking story set in World War II, reminding viewers of the human cost of war. The film's emotional depth has made it one of the most revered anti-war films in anime, capturing Japan's complex relationship with its past. But anime's influence doesn't stop with the stories on screen. It has given rise to a unique subculture known as otaku culture, a passionate, dedicated fandom that thrives on conventions, fan art, and endless discussions. This culture is especially visible in places like Akihabara, Tokyo's anime and gaming district, where fans gather to experience anime-themed shops, cafes, and arcades. Otaku culture also embraces fan-created content, known as doujinshi, or self-published works that often build on popular anime or manga series. Doujinshi, along with cosplay, conventions, and a vibrant community of creators and fans, has become an integral part of anime culture. For many, anime is more than a hobby. It's a lifestyle and a shared experience. Through these reflections of society and the growth of otaku culture, anime has become woven into the fabric of Japanese life, influencing everything from fashion trends to social attitudes. Anime's influence didn't stay confined to Japan. In the late 90s and early 2000s, anime began to make waves in the West. Shows like Dragon Ball Z, Pokémon, and Naruto introduced international audiences to this unique animation style, each series finding massive success. Pokémon, in particular, became a global sensation, sparking a worldwide craze that reached far beyond the screen through video games, trading cards, and merchandise. The arrival of streaming platforms completely changed the game, making anime more accessible to viewers around the world. Platforms like Crunchyroll, Netflix, and Hulu brought countless titles directly to fans' screens, removing language and distribution barriers. Now, anyone with an internet connection could watch shows that previously only aired in Japan. This accessibility helped anime's popularity surge, drawing in millions of fans from diverse backgrounds and making anime a staple in entertainment worldwide. Anime's global appeal even sparked cultural exchange. Western animators and creators began drawing inspiration from anime, integrating its unique visual style and storytelling elements into Western media. Today, you'll see anime's influence everywhere, from Hollywood films like The Matrix, which borrows heavily from anime aesthetics, to popular shows like Avatar, The Last Airbender, which incorporates anime's visual style and action choreography. This global expansion turned anime into a shared cultural language, bridging countries and connecting fans from all over the world. Anime has created a global fan culture that goes beyond just watching shows. It's a shared passion that brings fans together in creative, immersive ways. Anime conventions are a prime example. From Japan to the United States and beyond, conventions like Anime Expo and Comiket draw thousands of fans each year. At these gatherings, fans engage in cosplay, dressing as their favorite characters with incredible attention to detail, celebrating the art form they love. Cosplay isn't just about dressing up. It's an expression of creativity and connection with the anime community. Social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok have amplified this passion, allowing cosplayers to share their work with fans worldwide, building communities across borders. Another key part of anime fan culture is doujinshi, fan-made manga and stories that expand on popular series or create entirely new ones. Doujinshi are often showcased at conventions like Comiket in Japan, where independent creators present their work directly to fans. This creativity is a defining feature of anime fandom, showing how deeply anime resonates with its audience and inspires them to become creators themselves. Together, conventions, cosplay, and fan-made works like doujinshi have built a vibrant global community that makes anime feel less like a genre and more like a shared cultural movement. Anime's influence has extended far beyond its own genre, leaving a lasting impact on global media and entertainment. In the West, you can see anime's unique visual style and storytelling in movies, series, and even video games. One of the most famous examples is The Matrix, a Hollywood blockbuster that drew inspiration from anime, particularly in its action sequences and dystopian themes. This wasn't a coincidence. Directors of The Matrix openly credited anime classics like Ghost in the Shell as key inspirations. Anime's impact didn't stop at film. It inspired Western animated series, with shows like Avatar, The Last Airbender embracing anime's expressive art style, complex characters, and intricate world building. Avatar blended Eastern and Western storytelling, creating a series that felt distinctly anime-inspired, bridging cultural gaps for a worldwide audience. This influence has led to unique collaborations between Japanese anime studios and Western franchises. 1. Example is Star Wars, Visions, where iconic Japanese studios reimagined the Star Wars universe through an anime lens. This partnership highlighted anime's ability to adapt and enhance even the most recognizable Western stories, blending storytelling styles for fans across the globe. Anime's influence also extends to video games. Japanese games like Final Fantasy and The Legend of Zelda helped shape the modern RPG genre, blending anime-style artwork with deep narratives that have captivated gamers worldwide. Western games like Cyberpunk 2077 borrow heavily from anime aesthetics, particularly in their futuristic, neon-lit visuals and character designs. Anime's reach across different forms of media showcases its power to inspire creativity on a global scale, becoming a common cultural language. From Hollywood blockbusters to international collaborations, anime has shown that its storytelling, style, and depth can resonate far beyond Japan. One of the most remarkable aspects of anime is its ability to tell stories that resonate universally, regardless of cultural boundaries. Anime often tackles complex, relatable themes such as identity, mental health, and social dynamics, giving audiences around the world something they can connect to on a personal level. For example, films like Your Name explore themes of love, fate, and self. Discovery in a way that feels universal, touching audiences from Tokyo to New York. Anime also provides a platform for deeper discussions on mental health and emotional struggles, themes that are especially powerful in series like A Silent Voice. This anime film addresses bullying, isolation, and forgiveness, creating a narrative that encourages empathy and understanding across cultural divides. It's stories like these that make anime not just entertainment, but a form of art that opens up dialogues about real-life issues. Another aspect of anime's representation is its unique way of blending fantasy with elements of Japanese culture, which helps introduce viewers worldwide to Japan's traditions and folklore. Series like Inuyasha and Demon Slayer draw on folklore and historical elements, sharing pieces of Japan's cultural heritage while telling captivating stories. For international viewers, these shows provide a window into Japanese culture, sparking curiosity and a greater appreciation for the world beyond their own. Through its storytelling, anime builds cultural bridges, connecting audiences across borders and offering perspectives that are as diverse as they are impactful. As anime continues to grow, its future looks brighter and more expansive than ever. The demand for high-quality, original anime content is at an all-time high, with studios constantly raising the bar. Series like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen are not only setting new standards in animation quality, but are also attracting massive global audiences, showing that anime can be both commercially successful and artistically groundbreaking. The industry is also beginning to explore new technologies. With advancements in virtual reality and augmented reality, the possibilities for immersive anime experiences are endless. Imagine stepping into an anime world yourself, interacting with characters, or experiencing a story from the inside. These innovations could transform how audiences engage with anime, making it a fully interactive experience. Additionally, as anime gains more visibility, we're seeing more collaborations between Japanese creators and global studios, opening up new avenues for storytelling. Anime has proven that it can adapt, grow, and continue to inspire. The future of anime is not just in Japan. It's a worldwide phenomenon that's only just beginning to explore its full potential. Anime has come a long way, from its humble beginnings to a global cultural powerhouse that connects millions across borders. Through its unique storytelling, artistic expression, and deep themes, anime has become a form of universal language, breaking down cultural barriers and inspiring creativity around the world. If you've enjoyed this look into the world of anime and its impact, let us know your thoughts in the comments. What's the anime that first hooked you, or which story has resonated with you the most? And if you're as fascinated by global culture as we are, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more in-depth dives like this one. Until next time.